I'm back. Where am I back to? I'm back to Maui. That means you're going to get some good content. So, kind of a fun surprise here. I went to Thrifty and I ordered a premium car, automobile, and they said, you know what? We don't have any right now. You want a truck? And I'm like, yeah, I'm a truck guy. Boom! Look at this thing. Here's the cool part though. Southwest Airlines, I found out, in case you don't know, you actually can ship your surfboard for free on Southwest Airlines. Usually it's like $100 to ship a board. If you get 2 check bags for free, you can get a surfboard or even 2 surfboards and no check bags and just carry-ons, or check bag, surfboard. It's all free. So what does that mean to me? That means I'm gonna buy a surfboard over here and go surfing. And I was like, I'm gonna need some kind of soft top for the boards, but not anymore because they gave me a truck. Look at this. All I need now is a bungee cord, get a board and a couple boards for my daughter and I, a couple $100 each for the whole week, then bring them home to San Diego where I can use them. Let's fire this thing up, see how it goes. Ram 1500 infomercial. Can't wait to see the look on my wife's face. There she is when I pull up in a big red truck. Let's see what she says. What? Yep.
Okay, I was not expecting this. I was like, where's the guy in the little Hyundai with a hat?
Comments? Comments?
Nice.
I signed up for a sedan and they didn't have any, so I said I have to either wait or if I want, I could take a big old red truck. And they, what do you think? You like my big red truck?
I like it.
This is gonna be a fun trip, I can already tell. Let's load it up. Well, the sun came up and now I'm fully acclimated because I woke up at 7:15, which is 10:15 California time. Didn't take too long to get acclimated. And here's the weather forecast right here. Maui Beach Hotel weather station. If the coconut is moving, that means it's windy. If the coconut is still, it means it's calm. If the coconut is wet, that means it's rainy. If the coconut is dry, it means it's sunny. If the coconut is white, it means snow. I think that'd be pretty rare. If the coconut is invisible, that means fog. If the coconut is gone, that means a hurricane. If the coconut is floating, that means it's tsunami. All right, so now what do we need to do? Let's check the coconut. The coconut seems to be moving just a tiny bit. This is what, if you want your own weather station, this is a pretty low budge, way to do it. So, yeah. It looks like the coconut is, well, there's a little bit of water on it. Let's move it around. Yeah, that means that maybe it's just raining just a tiny bit. So anyway, yeah, here we are. Got our coconuts, got our pandanus trees. Here's the hotel we're staying at for 2 nights. I was lucky enough, a customer of mine, a wonderful customer of mine. She's so cool. She and her husband have a timeshare in Maui. And they said, hey, we can't use our timeshare for this time. You want to go? And I'm like, yeah, absolutely. So anyway, we did grab the flight. We decided to extend it for 2 days and stay at the Maui Beach Hotel, which is right by the airport, actually. And of course, you saw my red truck, so I want to set up for that. So here's the Maui Beach. This is like a harbor right near the airport. It looks like we have a whole bunch of canoe guys riding around. Look at this big giant cruise ship. I guess if you come to Maui, this is where you'll go. Look at this beautiful lawn. I could see kicking back out here and having some Mai Tais. But it looks like there's a little surf break inside the harbor. It's amazing that the wave can make it in here. Look, you basically got a breakwater and a breakwater, and just a little bit of real ocean coming in. But somehow, I don't know how, the water reforms, the wave will reform inside, hit this little reef over here, and there's a little bit of a wave. It's pretty fun, actually. It's like it's shoulder high out there. There's a bunch of dudes. So I might have to, I have an offer out on a board right now on Craigslist. Hoping to get it to 7'6". Looks like a pretty good board for me. Guy wants 190 bucks. There's no leash, there's fins. And yeah, hopefully he'll bring me back. And I'll have to go find a leash, or I just have to chase my board if I let it go. But maybe I'll get it today and go out there for sunset. And that's pretty much the whole story. Here's the Maui Beach of the Maui Beach Hotel. I wonder what this was like before they built the breakwater out there. I bet the waves were firing way bigger. Anyway, here's the beach, and our adventure begins. All right, there it is. Woo! It's like a pretty fun wave. About 20 guys out, and here's one right here. Boogie boarder. Oh, he made it. Oh, maybe he didn't. All right. And our hotel is over there. And the cuties right here. And then the Maui Arts and Cultural Center with the Botanical Garden right over here. That's where we're going now. And they planted some native Hawaiian Protardia palms right out front. Gorgeous. This is really, really good to see. I love seeing this. Oh yeah. Woo! Woo-hoo! Look at that beautiful new frond. All right, here we go. That right there is a native Hawaiian Protardia. Now, I'm not sure which one. There's several out here on the islands. This one's really beautiful because of the little hair it has on the mid ribs. Just so pretty. Look at that. Ooh. Anyway, big giant frond. Looks like it's pretty tough to the wind. We planted a whole bunch of them all along here, and she's waiting for me again. You see, I completely risked my relationship with my wife to bring you people content, so I hope you appreciate it. There we go. So, yeah, why not use your native beautiful palm at the entrance to your universities, is what I say. Let's get one in the sunshine here. Here's a little baby. This is what it looks like when it's little. I've got some Protardias down in San Diego, but it's not this one. I like this one. This one's pretty cool with this. I imagine out here in the full sun, it's even going to be tougher, a little stiffer. It's pretty stiff. It's about as stiff as a Guadalupe palm. And that's what the new spear looks like as it's coming up. Pretty white. Pretty white. So at the University of Hawaii little botanical gardens, which turns out it wasn't our intent to go here, but we were supposed to go to the cultural center over there, which has a much larger botanical garden. But they have their own little one here. It's kind of fun. These are the Hawaiian tea plants that are most likely native to Asia, but that were brought to the Polynesian islands very early, and here they now reside. And you can see it's kind of fun. They keep them really well trimmed here, because normally you'd have a bunch of dead stuff hanging here, but someone's trimmed that off. Over here we have the colorful plant. There's been all kinds of hybridization with these things that have resulted in beautiful colorations, and you can see how they used it. They use it as like a kind of a pathway, edging, and privacy screen. And they've got bananas back here. They've got some coconuts growing. You got a whole bed of canna. But one thing that's kind of fun is they used a bunch of this cut grass as sheet mulch on the ground. Isn't that pretty? So that was just a wonderful way to keep the weeds down, and it creates a really beautiful texture as well. Look at that. It's flat to the ground, real easy to walk on. What do you think about that, honey bunny?
Great.
Yeah, nice, huh?
Keeps it
So
not muddy too.
there you go. And here's an interesting pea. These edible? Look. Let's try it. Should I try it?
Yeah, you're going to.
Uh-huh. Why not? There it is in there. Look, there it is. Mmm. Mmm. Tastes like a pea to me. Yeah. Mmm. Oh, yeah, there they are in there. I'm kind of looking for breakfast right now because we're not bringing food. Maybe down there, huh? We're gonna forage. So, the other thing they have got going on here, some manioc, sugarcane. This looks like the grass that they mulched with. I assume it's some native Hawaiian grass. Here's some baby mango seedlings. Looks like, was this a compost pile? There's the manioc. Here's the sugarcane. And little nursery area. Another Pichardia palm. And a big taro bed. Maybe I'll make a separate video about the taro. Okay, I'm here at the University of Hawaii Maui campus, walking around, checking things out, and I noticed a really cool little garden area. Fun things to look at. And a demonstration lo'i, which is a taro bed. You know about taro? This is taro right here. This is called Calocasia esculenta. And we actually sell this plant in the Bay Area. It'll grow in the Bay Area. This is one of the most widely cultivated food plants ever, and the deepest history, believe it or not. And that history stems back 13,000 years of verified archaeological verified use, all the way back to like Borneo and places around there. They don't even know where it's native to because people have been fooling around with it for so long. So there's all kinds of different cultivars of this plant in Hawaii alone. This plant was spread all around the islands with people basically in canoes going across the ocean to new uncharted lands. And that's how the Hawaiian Islands, all these Polynesian islands became peopled. Here's a black-stemmed taro. Isn't that pretty? That's the black-stemmed taro. And they carried all these taros. In fact, the Hawaiians, there were at least 300 different types that were brought to the Hawaiian Islands. About 100 still remain. But this was their staple food crop. And the way they use it is they dig up a potato-like starchy root, big starchy root, and they eat it like a potato. They can make potato chips out of it, or taro chips to be exact. And you can even eat the stem and the leaf, and you can even wrap your fish in it and bake your fish, and even use the leaf as a plate. So it's highly useful in all kinds of ways. I would imagine you can even make a bed to sleep on with a bunch of these things, get out of the dirt and the mud. But this plant is pretty remarkable because it serves so many uses, and they've been using it for so long, and they don't even know the true origin of the plant because it's been used that long. And you can see here what they've done is they've created this terrace, this flat terrace. The plant does best and grows the fastest and yields the most amount of material if you flood farm it, just like rice. It's one of the few plants you can flood farm. Now, one of the reasons it can be flooded and not succumb to asphyxiation because of lack of oxygen, it can actually draw in oxygen. It's one of the rare plants that can draw in oxygen from its plant tissue along the stem here. So that's pretty cool. And then the other thing that's really cool about this plant is that besides being so widespread and culturally significant to the Hawaiian population, you have to actually cook it. It has some crystals in it that will be poisonous to you unless you cook it. So make sure you just don't start eating this thing right out of the ground. Calocasia esculenta. If you're interested in growing this plant, you might as well come on down to our nursery and check it out. Golden Gate Palms.